So I have a really hard time doing anything in a way that is not weird in some sense, and I kind of don't care. I'm like 46 years old, so kind of at the point where I just don't care. Um, but I do, and maybe at some point I will make this talking head look a little different. But I do want to have like some kind of personal kind of addition to what I'm doing. So here we go. Hi, I'm Harrison. All right, and this is what I call fugue. I don't care if the name changes at some point, but yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit. Um, and I'm just going to talk about just really briefly what it is I've been working on recently. Most of it has been in order of completion. I did the tree view. I redid that. Still don't have these buttons working over here for whatever reason, but I did do this this test over here that will allow me to prove that it does the things that I wanted to do, like dragging and dropping, and then the events are being handled properly. Basically, those get sent out to the rest of the system. You can drag and drop those files wherever you want them, and that's pretty much what you would expect to happen. I'm working on colorizing the files depending on what status they're in, and then you can add a file. You can maximize all of the tree structure, or you can minimize it. I don't have that hooked up either. You can rename a file. Inline. I don't have the context menu hooked up to this particular tree, but you can put food there, hit enter, and it'll be renamed. Part of this getting the tree locked down was kind of getting the system in the background locked down. And I can describe what that means at some other point. But yeah, tons of tree stuff just to summarize. And then some duplicate file name kind of stuff. When I first started this, I didn't think in terms of a file was a file name and a path, but I've moved to the file name being the file name and the path. A lot of stupid kind of like just management kind of stuff that, like, comes back to bite you in the butt at some point later in your development process, or at least that's what happens with me. The terminal has been rewritten as well. Now you can type correctly. We have I don't have all these commands working exactly the way I'd expect them to work, but if you enter cat in, it's going to tell you what it's missing, and it's going to provide you a help, clear, and help. This is a lot better than what I had it at previously. History works, I think, like almost completely. And then the other thing I worked on was you can do watch. I'm just going to use the history for this because I already have that loaded in the history. You can watch all of these events, and then as you're clicking around in the system, you'll see those events show up in the terminal. There's some bugs that are with that I don't want to go into. And you can see a bug with the terminal, because you see how that is causing extra lines to be added. Not going to fix that necessarily right now, but I'll show you an example of file select. Let me lock this preview real quick. So yeah, shows everything about like what just occurred. Pretty similar to what you saw with the tree. As I was doing things with the tree, there were events being fired off. I'm just making sure that those are being logged here. If you do Control C, you get out of that. And recently I've been working on this right here, status. So get status is that the webcam has been modified. I'm working on getting a diff in place. Let me unlock this preview. The diff should be like get diff or something along those lines. Yes, get diff.js. So I'm working on a couple different styles for diffing. I think I'm going to go with this particular style right here, and add in line numbers. I don't really want the terminal to be too crazy as far as like diffing, but yeah, at least for the time being, I'm just going to go with sort of a simple kind of diff, and then back to the terminal. You should be able to commit, and I'm already working on a commit sort of workflow. I've already got that kind of connected with GitHub. Just need to tie it into the terminal. So the idea would be, yeah, you can tell I still have some preview bugs. Yeah, cool. The idea of that would be that you say git status, and you see, oh, there's files, and you would say git commit -m, and did some work on webcam, and basically if it were implemented, it would be done at that point. And I'm going to leave it at that for the time being. Thanks for watching.